guys, I'm coming. Turn my camera around. I'm coming. Okay, I'm here. Hello, all my good people, and welcome to story time. Let me say hello to everybody. Give me just a second. Okay, let's see. Hey, Reality. Hey, Trucker. Hey, Nina. Hey, Regina. Hey, Cherry Blossom. Hey, Quan. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Roll 'em Out of My Shoes TV. Hey, Keisha. Hey, PT. Hey, Reese. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Peaches Dior. Let's see who else. Hey, Suki. Hey, Chastain. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Esther. Iconic. Hey, Donna. Hey, you guys, and welcome to Story Time. Hey, Pickle Rick. Sorry I'm late, guys. I had to smudge and sage and everything. So I had worked my way through the whole house, and this was the last room. So yeah, y'all go ahead and close the door. I would appreciate it. Don't act like you ain't got no home training, because you already know I don't play by my door being open. So yeah, I'm gonna need y'all like close the door. Yes, please close the door, y'all. They closing the door behind y'all. Yeah. I got a bad fever. Okay, so you need to lay down, get you some rest, Gemini. Whatever medication you got for a fever, you know what I'm saying? Something like some Drop or something like that. You might want to go ahead and get it in your system as soon as possible. But stay hydrated because fever's drain you. My Halloween was good. It was good. It was a lot. A lot went on. I'm sorry I didn't make it, y'all, for story time. A lot was going on yesterday. Hey, Miss D. Hey, Brittany. Yeah, a lot was going on yesterday. So let me tell y'all how my day went while we wait on everybody else. So it all started yesterday morning. I got up. Everything was pretty decent, pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Tush went to school. Me and Bam in the house. Aunt went to work. You know, like we normally do. I'm at work, and Bam is in the room with me, and his bed is like across the room from me. And he always try to find his way to creep over to where I am, but I tell him to stay in his bed because he always in my calls. But this particular day, on Halloween, Bam kept trying to get to me. And I'm like, Bam, stay in the bed. But he managed to butter me up and get his ass over there on my side. So he's sitting on the floor next to my work chair while I'm at work. Me and Bam are the only ones in the house. The alarm is on, so if anybody comes in the house, the alarm gonna go off. So we sit in the house, the alarm on, and I hear a loud crash come from this room. Instantly, Bam is on guard. He's staring at the door. His ears is up, and I'm like, nobody couldn't have came through the window because if somebody came through the window, the alarm would have went off. So like, what the fuck? It sounded like something fell in here. So I get up, I come to the door, I open my bedroom door, I look around the corner to the living room, I don't see shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whatever. I go on back into the room, start back working on my calls and stuff. I hear it again, another loud, like, pow, something break, like something sounds like it broke in. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is somebody in the fucking house? So I get up, I grab my toolie, you know what I'm saying? Bam, with me. We come through the house, we come around here, we check Toot's room. One nobody in Toot's room. We come in here. We open up the damn door to the story time room, and the dog, the teddy bear, is against the window over here. And the window is closed, but the fucking curtains are blowing like the window's open, and the ceiling fan wasn't on. So I'm looking at this shit like, nope. I just closed the door, came on up out of here. Went in the room, sat down for a minute, thought about that shit, like, what is really going on? Like, man, what is going on? And then the loud crash happened again. Bah! Like, it was something trying to get me to come into this fucking room, but I wouldn't do it. I was like, whatever the hell is breaking in there, it's going to continue to break, because I'm not coming in there. I stayed on my calls. I stayed, working and everything. When Aunt got home, I was like, Aunt, go check and see what the hell is broken in the room, because it sounded like something fell and broke up there. He comes in, he comes back out. He like, Mr. Jangles. Mr. Jangles was on the floor. He went on the wall no more. Y'all, Mr. Jingles has been in the same spot since I got Mr. Jingles. Y'all know that he's been in the same goddamn spot. He has not moved. He's been in the same fucking spot, but he falls on Halloween out of the blue. So picks it up, put it back up there. Cool. Just come home. We get ready to go trick-or-treating. We go outside. We hit the neighborhood. You know, we started like 7 o'clock. It was still daytime outside. Around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, we in the very back of our subdivision, like walking, you know, back towards the house because it's getting dark now. We're gonna pretty much hit up all the houses. So Toots got her bestie, you know, my niece, her bestie with her, and they are like running ahead of me. So I'm like walking on my phone, looking at my phone, like, damn, we need to hurry up and get back. I gotta do story time. As I'm walking, I look up and Toots and her bestie is gone. Like they hadn't done it the whole night, but they just gone. So I'm like, what the fuck? Toots! She do not respond. I call her little friend. She don't respond. Okay, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, so I got this little thing on her phone that makes her phone sound out real loud. If she can't hear it or if it's on mute and I'm trying to call her and she don't hear it, I can hit this little button on the phone and it makes her phone make this really loud noise. So I'm like, these stuff is trying to scare me. I'm gonna make the phone go off and I can hear it on the side. Hit the little thing. Her phone don't go off. This shit has never failed. Well, her phone didn't go off. So I'm looking down the street because it's like we're on this little street. So it's a street going up towards our house. And then it's a street like leading down here like 25, 30 houses. And each street is just like that. So I come up, like, what the fuck? So I look down the street and everybody got their little Halloween decorations and shit up. So I'm looking down the street. I don't see Toots. I turn to go back up the street, y'all. And I swear to God, a clown. Big fucking clown is now like in these people that's like 3 houses to the right. It was like on the curb. Like this shit, it was not, I swear to God, it was not like that. It was not there. I didn't even notice a fucking clown when we came down the fucking street, y'all. Y'all don't understand. This shit is now like on the curb. Like I can see it big as day. Like, what the fuck? I couldn't have, y'all know I got a fear of clown. I couldn't have walked past no fucking clown on the way down there and not notice that shit. But here it is. This goddamn clown just standing there. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And Toots is like, boo! She runs up behind me like, boo! I'm like, what the fuck? What are y'all doing? Like, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? I turn back around and the clown is still there. So I'm like, Toots, y'all see that? And they look over and her friend is like, oh my God, like this girl got a big ass fear clown. I had no idea. She's like, oh my God, where did that clown come from? Which further let me know that fucking clown was not there when we walked down. Otherwise, she would have saw it. One of us would have saw this shit. So we standing there and we are looking at the clown. We ain't walking past this shit. Everybody just standing here waiting on some little movement. You know what I'm saying? We all standing here looking at the fucking clown. And Toots like, I think somebody in this shit. I don't think we should walk by. I think somebody in it trying to scare us. And I'm like, man, I ain't got time for this bullshit. First thing come to my mind is the goddamn clown story I told y'all a couple nights before Halloween. So I'm like shivering. I'm like shaking at this fucking point. Like, man, I swear to God, like I don't need this crazy shit going on, man. She like, Mama, I think somebody in there because it wasn't there when we came down. I'm like, I know it wasn't there. Her friend is like, I just want my mama. She called her mama, funny girl, like 15 years old. She on the phone like, Mama, I need you to come down the street and get me. I'm not walking past this clown. Like, it was serious, y'all. And me and Toots and this girl is just standing there like all the other kids gonna walk by long time ago. So it's like, so I'm like, okay, y'all, let's go. We gonna have to do this, y'all. So I'm holding their hands. I'm in the middle. Toots is on the end because she ain't got no fear of clown. Me and her best friend got fear of clown. So we further out from the damn clown. So we cross the street and we are all walking and we keeping our eye on this fucking clown as we walking. Y'all, we get like right across from the clown because the clown was facing one way like with a hand up. We get right across like side by side with this motherfucker on the street. Y'all, that clown turns and that shit starts to chase us. Oh my God. Like, I think I pushed Toots into the dirt. I think I tripped her best friend. It was horrible, y'all. It was bad. It was bad, y'all. Like, it was bad. Like, I pushed Toots down. It was awful. Me as a mom, like, I pushed her down because I felt like the clown won't get anybody. He trying to get me. I need to slow him down. So maybe he'll take Toots. I pushed Toots down. I tripped her little homegirl. Her little homegirl was on fire. She was running. I was like, blue. I tripped her ass, y'all. And I'm talking about ran all the way to the house and locked my children out the house. I swear to God, I locked them straight out the fucking house. I was so scared. I was shaking like a leaf on a fucking tree when I got in the house. You would have thought that shit was like right behind me because I ran right in, slammed my back against the door, locked that shit. I'm just shaking. Like, I swear, like, I pushed Toots so hard. I felt so bad after I got in the house. I ain't gonna say we because I got in the house first. I don't know how far behind they were. I just know I made it to the house first and I felt so bad. Afterwards, I ran down. I told Uncle, I said, it's a goddamn clown chasing your daughter down there. You might want to go down there and get them. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, some clown. I'm like, that shit scared me. And I pushed him down. I'm like, babe, tell him I'm sorry. I pushed him down, but you got to go get them. And he like, push my fucking baby down. Like, I swear to God, I pushed her down. I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't feel no sympathy, no sorrow, no regret. None of them emotions ran across me as I was trying to get away. And he grabbed his keys, he got ready to go out the door. At the time he opened the door, both of these helpers just falling in on the floor, like, close it down. And he closed the door, he went there on the child. Mama, why you do that? I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, that is so embarrassing, y'all, to like, try to sacrifice a person and they survive, and they gotta come back to you. Talk. It was ugly, y'all. It was horrible. Me and Toots was arguing, her friend was arguing. It was a lot. Her friend mom was laughing like hell because they were serious. And I was serious too. Like, nobody understood the seriousness of this conversation. We were going back and forth. Everybody thought that shit was funny as hell. We were so serious. She was like, I thought you loved me. Like, I did. I do love you. It's just, you were convinced at the time. I can make more babies. Like, you can live on through another sibling, but it ain't gonna be there another me. Your grandma gone. You can't make another me. We can always, you know what I'm saying, make another you. But yeah, I think my baby lost a little love for me last night. I swear to God, I wasn't trying. It was just a reflex. It was a reflex. I swear I tried to explain it to her. It was a reflex. She didn't believe me, y'all. It was ugly. We argued. She was sad. She was upset. Her friend was upset. Her friend said she ain't coming over no more. She like, I ain't coming over there no more. Your mom don't care about nobody. I was like, it wasn't like that though. If it had been a dog, I saved y'all from the dog. If it had been Cujo, I'd jumped in front of Cujo and saved y'all. If it had been the little creepy ass baby from Pet Cemetery, a bitch would have took a blade for y'all. But when it comes to clowns, that's a whole different fucking scenario. That is totally fucking different. Like, you can't expect me to sacrifice myself. Not for a clown. I do it for an anaconda snake. That shit can be 42.5 feet tall. I jump my ass out there and I will take the biting for both of y'all. If it's a fucking Rottweiler that has just lost his fucking mind and got rabies and just looking for somebody's ass to eat, I will sacrifice my ass right on out there for one of y'all. But when you talk about a clown, I expect one of them bitches to sacrifice themselves for me. That's some bullshit. So Toots ain't spoke to me all day. I don't know how they went in school or nothing. She didn't come in and tell me nothing about it. I think she's holding a grudge. I don't blame her, but I do, because I'm her mama. She know I love her, but I mean, it probably didn't seem like last night, but she know in my heart I love her like that was bullshit. So yeah, I don't know how her day went in school today. I don't know what she ate for lunch. I don't know if she got homework. I don't know what's going on in cheerleading that's not updating me on shit, because yeah. So I thought that boils down and everything. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck it, be mad. I'm sorry. And I decided, I'm going to come in here in the fucking room and check on Teddy fuck up shit. And when I get in here, this motherfucker's at the door. It's at the door. It ain't on the fucking stand. It's at the door. So I just kick that shit in the face away from the door, and I closed the door, and I was like, fuck it, I'm done. Whatever's coming, it might as well come on, because I'm through. Like, I'm through. Toots is still mad at me right now, y'all. Like, right fucking, like, that motherfucker ain't saying, mama, can I have some Kool-Aid? She just been walking in there getting everything. Normally, she just come and ask, like, mama, is it okay if I get, she ain't saying shit. It's just like, I'm talking about on some shit like, Dad, can you tell Mom? Like, that's where we are with this shit. Like, I'm like, damn, it's really that fucking serious about the clown? And then, to add the case, the icing on the fucking cake, why she found out today in school, it was one of her little homeboys in the clown. It was one of her little homeboys that was in the fucking clown chasing us. And now that we find out it's one of our little homeboys, now we all kicks and giggles and shit in school, but you still got attitude with me. So, I don't know if she passed her test today. She in the room right next to me. I can't even go ask because she mad at me. So I don't know if she passed her test today. I don't know if she had a bully. I don't know shit at this point, y'all. I'm too scared to go ask because that'll probably kick the shit back off. And yeah. So Teddy fuck up shit. Just been running around this goddamn story time room apparently, or something in his body slamming his ass against everything. But so I had to sage. So that's what y'all seen me doing in the beginning. I was saging this goddamn room with Teddy Ruxpin. I probably should have saged Toots too. If I saged Toots, it probably would have took the memory out that I tried to sacrifice her ass last night. But she gonna hold that against me for a long time. I'm talking about for a long time. I'm talking about y'all understand how long. I'm talking about so long that I ain't gonna even be able to have my grandkids by myself when she have them, because she still gonna have a grudge and think I'm gonna sacrifice one of her babies for a fucking client. It's gonna go on for a long time. That's something about my daughter. She can hold a grudge for a long fucking time. So I don't know, y'all. But it's time to start story time, guys. If y'all ready, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. My family mad at me. Aunt mad at me because I posted the video last night on Instagram and I didn't tell him what the fuck he was saying wrong. So he's pissed off at me because I thought, when I recorded the shit, y'all, to be honest, when I recorded the shit, I really thought Uncle was going to get it right, but he got it wrong. And I thought it was so fucking hilarious that I posted it. And now he mad at me. So basically I asked on camera if I needed strawberry flavored, pineapple flavored, kiwi flavored tampons. Would he know where to locate them in the store? He said, damn right, babe, I go get them motherfuckers for you. I did it before. And I was like, oh God, this is not about to go well. And and I was like, maybe he just didn't hear me right. So I was like, yeah, like pineapples and peach flavored tampons. And he was like, yeah, babe, I already got them before. Well, what fucking section are the fruit flavored tampons located? And he's like, it's not like they on different aisles. He actually went, I couldn't even post the whole video, but he actually went into detail. He was like, it's not like they just say on a sign at the grocery store, peach flavored tampons on aisle 6 and apple flavored tampons on aisle 3. He was like, nah, all that shit is on the same aisle. I'm like, they section that shit off like they do fruit in the fruit section. He's like, yeah, you got the pineapples and then the strawberries and then. So once he figured out the day, because he asked the coworker, he asked the female coworker in front of everybody at work, what I'm saying, has she ever bought strawberry flavored tampons before? And everybody in the job started laughing at him, and I'm to blame for that too. So he mad at me too. Yeah, so I just give it a thumbs if y'all ready. Just give it a thumbs. I can't even. Yes, flavored tampons, Chastain. That's what I asked him on camera. And he was loud and wrong as shit, but yeah, the whole house mad at me. Yeah, Aunt mad at me because I posted the shit, and then he went to work, and then everybody, laughed at him and was like, motherfucker, it ain't no such thing as fruit flavored tampon, like how you supposed to taste the fruit. And yeah, he was real mad once they, put that question in play, he was starting to think. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, so he called me on his lunch break and cussed me out like that. So yeah. And last but not least, Bam is mad at me because he feels like I set him up. I didn't set him up. He feels like I set him up. But he had I take him out to use the bathrooms in the morning, but normally when I do it, my voice is enough for Bam. If Bam try to run off and I be like, Bam, he knows mama's voice is serious. She gonna beat my ass if I don't come back. And he turns around. He just naturally turns around and come back. Well, Halloween morning, I don't know why everybody wanted stupid shit, but Bam decided. I opened the door and my neighbors, like, across yonder, got like this little bitty pit puppy. Just showed up, like little bitty pit puppy, about this big, like real little. They got this big ass collar on him, long ass chain. I'm talking about just a little bitty pit puppy about this big. Now I didn't know that the fucking pit puppy was over there because we got these big ass trees, so I can't see their backyard. But when I looked out to make sure the coast was clear for Bam to go out and use the bathroom, there was nobody in sight. So I opened the door and I'm like, Bam, go use the bathroom. Normally, Bam trots around the door a couple times, then use the bathroom, come back in and eat. But no, when I open the door, this fucking little pit puppy sprints out from behind the trees. Bam, sees the goddamn puppy. He takes off, full fucking sprint to this fucking puppy. I'm naked. I don't even have on no fucking clothes. I can't even chase him. I'm screaming his name. He's not coming back. All I can hear is, I'm like, oh my God, he is killing this goddamn puppy over here. I put on my shoes. I run out there. I get halfway through the yard and hear his ass come trotting through the yard with his head down because he knows he's in trouble. Trotting through the yard with his head down. All I can hear is the neighbor next door like, hey, get your damn dog. Get your ass in the house, Bam. Get your ass in the house, Bam. So he was trying to get himself locked up yesterday. I don't like Halloween no more. I thought I liked Halloween. I don't fucking like Halloween no more. I'm gonna skip Halloween next year. It's gonna be a whole fucking leap year for me. I'm skipping fucking Halloween. Yeah, see, it was his wife. The one that was screaming at Bam, it was his wife, the one that had to go to the hospital. So they already. And then he just, y'all, Pit Puppy wasn't no bigger than this. He wasn't no bigger than this. I'm talking, they had a big ass collar on this dog. Like, you would have thought they had a Rottweiler that was 500 pounds in the backyard. This dog was this fucking big, y'all. He was this big. He was great. He was so little. I didn't even see his look like he was this little. They have a collar that's got me up thick. I'm talking about the collar stretched from the bottom of the puppy neck to his ribs. Like, this collar was thick as. All right, y'all. We're going to start the story time. I don't think y'all understand what my life been like. That's who it was, Tay. It was them people. It was them people that he decided to go attack their little baby puppy. But he didn't attack it, you know what I'm saying? Because Bam ain't used to being around other dogs. Well, he is, but he ain't. Because Bam goes to the dog hotel when we go places. So he goes to, where it's other dogs and he be in the play groups and everything. He never got any punishment and trouble. They never kicked him out for trying to fight, no shit like that. So he just be curious when he see little bitty puppies like that. But he's scared, the little puppy. So the little puppy is hollering for dear life. He like, help me, help me. And his dad run outside like, hey, get your man. It was just a lot, y'all. It was just a lot. Okay, and we're out of my life and back in the story time. So y'all know how this go. Tips go on YouTube, Cash App, whatever you like to send them. Biggest tipper qualifies for 3 back-to-back stories. Any tip over $5 will get you into a story time automatically. We're about to get ready to start. I hope y'all got everything y'all need. Moderators, y'all already know progress. If anybody shows up late, then what I just done, then, you know what I'm saying, have their ass send off them things. So here we go. Our first story of the month has Tasha and Suki. Tasha and Suki. Suki, I hope you ready for your story. I ain't see Tasha come in. Did Tasha come in? Hey, Tay. I didn't see Tasha come in. Yeah. Okay. So Tasha and Suki, this is you guys' story. So Tasha and Suki have been friends for a long time. Wait a minute. No, not Tasha. Not Tasha and Suki. Wait a minute. That's wrong. My bad, Tasha and Suki. Let's see. Look at your deals on Instagram. Okay, my bad, Tasha and Suki. Y'all was last week. Okay, this one has Isha and PT. Isha and PT, because Isha was our biggest tipper. So Isha and PT. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you, Marnicia. Thank you, Quan. Okay, I'm trying to look. Uh, okay, guys. So, okay, man, if you don't see okay, guys. So, like I said, this story has Isha and PT, but Isha said, as a gift to a family member, she would like to give her 3 stories away. So, we're picking somebody new for this story. I think Isha don't want to hear something bad happen to herself. So she's like, nope, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. So you pick somebody else to die in my place, and I want. So let's see. Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and pick you since you're the first one to send a super chat or something. So yes, Gemini, you should give up her story so you can be in the story. So Gemini and PT, this is your guys' story. So Gemini, she was a loner. She was always looked at like the black sheep of the family. You know, everybody always blamed her for shit. If stuff went wrong, she was always blamed for it, regardless of what the case may be. She was always blamed for it. If something happened or what she said and this said and that. So yeah, she was always the black sheep of the family, but she always had a good relationship with PT, which was her sister. And they always kept in touch. They always talked. Now, Isha's probably like in her early 30s, and PT is probably in her early 20s. But they always, you know what I'm saying, was tight like glue. So as they got older into their life and, you know, grew older and did what they needed to do, Isha get a phone call. And she get a phone call from somebody that's saying that they need her to come to a law office because they need to talk to her. So she goes to the law office and she don't know what was going on. So she goes down to the law office and she goes down to the law office and they basically tell her that a family member, oh, okay, Isha, I got you. Up next. Yeah, so they basically told her that a family member, third cousin, twice removed, some crazy shit like that, had a house that she passed and left behind. And it goes to Isha. Now, because Isha was the oldest of the 2 sisters, that's why I came to her. I am looking at my DM. What are y'all talking about? Goodness. I don't see anything new that I'm supposed to be seeing here. I had already put you in some. Yeah. So she found out that she got this house. So she decides to reach out to PT, let PT know, hey, guess what, girl? So I just got a phone call. They said something about our cousin Bobby Jean, third time in the family, twice removed, some shit like that. She passed and she left a house for this girl. And PT was like, who? Who is this? Like, they ain't never met this family member before. Like, who the hell is this? I don't know, man, but I mean, they said she was a family member. She know us. She know both of us. You know, I got it because I'm the oldest. And PT like, so what? If I was the oldest, I would have got the house. She like, pretty, but oh, we sharing that goddamn house. I want to see that house. We are sharing that house. Hey, Evelyn. So they like, you know, she asked the dude, could she get the keys? Like, yeah, it's your house. He got the keys to it. So she tells PT, I got the keys. You know what I'm saying? It's outside of the city. You want to go look at it? So PT right here, yeah, let's go look at it. So that Saturday, they decided to drive to the house. Now, when they get to this house is on 2.5 acres, y'all. It's in a very secluded area, surrounded by woods, like just big, pretty ass house, big ass fire pit in the backyard, a lot of fucking land. So she could not believe this shit. Like, what the fuck? Are we sure we at the right house? And that's what the fucking GPS say. Big ass house, y'all. It looked like it was a farmhouse that had been renovated into an even bigger farmhouse. Had a big shed in the back. Fire pit in the backyard, like acres, grass was cut. It looked really fucking nice out there. Like something you'll find in Louisiana type shit. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, whoa, for real? So they rush into the house. The house got like 5 bedrooms, tri-story house, big ass basement, finished basement that the cousin that used to live there had turned into like a little bar area, like a little den with a little bar area. Oh, the house was laid and it came fully furnished. So they were looking at this shit like, and we don't have to pay nothing, just bills, just bills. Oh hell yeah, we taking this house right now. We taking this house. So as they walked through the house, they was in love with the house. Like it got so many bedrooms, you can choose whatever bedroom you want to have. They loved it. So it didn't take them no time to break their fucking leases at their own apartments, pack that shit up and move to Beverly. You know what I'm saying? So they do that. Take about 2 weeks for everybody to clear out all that shit, put it in, bring it with them and everything. And her PT go move down now. They moved in the first night. They put all their little stuff up and everything. Decided they were gonna barbecue out on the back porch. Little steaks for them to eat. So they barbecue, had a bottle of wine, popped open the wine, big ass back porch. Like long ass back porch that wraps around the house. You know what I'm saying? Just laid. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this cousin was living fat. What the fuck was she doing? Like, nice ass house. So they sat out on the back porch, you know what I'm saying? You can hear the cicadas and crickets off in the distance, big night sky, just beautiful. And they sat back there and they ate, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, girl, this is the life right here. Like, you don't hear no cars, no horns, no people on the street. Like, this shit is quiet. I'm loving it. So Gemini was like, well, let's go crank up the fire pit. We can sit out there and drink us some more wine. So PT was like, hey, yeah, let's do that. She was like, go over into the shed and get some wood, you know what I'm saying, so we can crank up the fire pit. Okay, cool. So while she was going over to the shed, she brushed over to the shed. Gemini grabbed their plates and stuff and took them into the house. So while PT is running over there to the shed, she gets to the shed. Right before she get ready to open the door, she gets this sinking feeling, like all the hair on her arm stand up. She gets like this cold breeze to go past her. Like she just wasn't feeling right. She instantly had like this feeling in the pit of her stomach that something wasn't right. But she couldn't understand what the fuck was going on. So she just shook it off. And she opened up the door, she turned on the light. And when she turned on the light, she seen a woman hanging from one of the wooden boards in the ceiling. And the light bulb burst. And the lights went off. She saw that shit. It was like a flash, but she saw it. She sprinted her ass from that shed. She ran straight to the fucking house, bumped into a Gemini. Girl, it's a fucking dead woman in the fucking shed. Like, Gemini, like, what? She's like, it's a dead woman in the fucking shed, bitch, hanging. Girl, got no dead woman in the shed. Like, real shit, yes it is. Like, I turned on the light and the bitch was just hanging. I'm telling you. Girl, they went about in the shed. She like, I'm telling you, it was somebody in the fucking shed, Gemini. Why you not listening? So Gemini grabs the fucking flashlight out the drawer, and they both go back to the shed. She opens the door, she turns the light on, shines it around the fucking shed. There's nobody in the fucking shed. She looks back at PT. PT like, I swear, bitch, it was a woman hanging from the goddamn board. I'm telling you, because she like, maybe you just tired. We had a long day. Maybe you just tired. You tripping. It's okay. We ain't got to, light the fire pit tonight. We can do it some other time. She like, no, for real. It's okay. It's okay, PT. Like, you been drinking. It's okay. Calm down. Let's go on to the house. Whatever, man. And they go on back to the house. That night, they go to sleep. And PT is tossing and turning in the fucking bed. All she can see is this woman hanging. That's all this keep playing over her head is her turning that light on, that flash of that woman hanging. That's all she was seeing. And it was like, at one point, it just scared her so bad, it scared her awake. And she sat up to feel her bed vibrating, like shaking. And she's in one of like these metal beds, they got like metal headboard and all that shit. She's in one of them old ass metal beds, so it's like loud as shit on the floor, like blah, 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 real loud. And she can feel the bed shaking, like, what the fuck is going on? Then she sees the same woman from the fucking shed crawls over the little footboard of the bed and crawls onto the bed, like crawling up towards PT. PT like, hell no. She rolled over out the bed, run straight down the goddamn hallway, jump in the bed with Gemini. Gemini like, what the fuck is you doing? She like, bitch, it's somebody in my room. Like, girl, you tripping. Like, no, it's somebody in my fucking room. Like, I'm so serious. Like, it's somebody in my fucking room. Like, why do you believe it's the bitch from the goddamn shed? Gemini just rolled over her head. It wasn't nobody in the fucking shed when we went down now. Ain't nobody in your fucking room now. She like, you didn't hear my goddamn bed shaking on the floor? You didn't hear none of that shit? Like, no, I didn't hear anything. what the fuck, man? Like, why won't you believe me? Like, this is crazy. Like, why won't you fucking believe me? I ain't never lied to you before. She like, I don't think you lying. I just think maybe you got me drunk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you was dreaming. It could be anything. Like, I'm not saying you didn't do, you tripping. I'm just saying, like, maybe you were drunk or sleeping. It happened. PT was pissed off. She mad as hell. She like, fuck that. She like, you don't understand. When I was running to your room, that shit chased me. It was the woman. She chased me down this fucking hallway. And I jumped in your fucking bed and she was gone. Right? She chased me. Like, her heart was racing. And Gemini like, okay, so just take your ass to sleep. Just go to sleep in my bed. Fuck it. Just go to sleep and you'll be okay. She like, you don't even fucking believe me. It's okay. It's okay. Like it's okay, girl. I believe you. I believe you. She like, you don't fucking believe me. You know what? Okay, so Gemini get up out the bed. She goes, walk through the house, checks the house. She don't see shit. She goes to the PT room, turn the light on. She don't see shit. She come back to her room. Okay, I check the whole goddamn house, and I don't see a goddamn thing here. Like, what are you talking about? PT like, fuck, I'm staying in here. Fine, that's cool. Just don't wake me up no damn more. Gemini get in bed, she go back to sleep. She gets up that morning, PT ain't in the bed with her, but she hears water running. So it's like, okay, she's in the bathroom, she in the shower, washing her face, whatever the case may be. So Gemini gets up, goes on downstairs and start breakfast. So she cooks breakfast for them, and she screams out, PT breakfast, but PT don't say shit. So she goes upstairs, like, I always gotta come. Why I gotta come up here to get you? You should have heard me. She goes upstairs, she goes into her bedroom, and she sees PT in the bed. Like, this bitch in the bed. So she goes over to the bed, she's like, PT, and she snatches the cover back. Time she snatches the cover back, the door slams behind her. The fuck? She turned around and looked back at the door. She looked back at the bed, and this lady, this pale, skinny, skeletal-faced woman, covered in blood, lunges up out the bed, jumps right on top of Gemini ass. Gemini hits the floor. This bitch is strangling Gemini like Gemini can't breathe. She's trying to fight, but she can't get this shit up off her. She's scratching at her throat. Nothing is stopping this shit. She is about to black the fuck out. Just as she's losing consciousness and can't fight no fucking more, all of a sudden she hear, hey PT, she hear, hey Gemini, come sit at the fire pit with me. And all of a sudden it's like, she can breathe, she can sit up, she can move, she looking around the room, she don't see nobody, she coughing. And she jumps up, shoot down the fucking stairs, grab PT by her goddamn collar, drag her ass right on out the house while she running out. Fast as shit, she runs out the house, off the porch, out into the yard. She's still coughing. And PT like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you pull me like that? Like, what the hell is going on? And she turned around and she like, in the room. And they turn around and they look up at the fucking house, and this bitch, this hung bitch is like in the window, like looking at them at the window. And PT like, she looks back at, and Gemini like, you see that shit? Do you see it? Do you see it, Gemini? And Gemini was like, her mouth is just open, eyes big as shit. Do you see it? She ain't saying nothing. So when she looks back, when PT looks back at the window, she's not in the window no more. Now they see this bitch crawling like creepy as shit from the house to the shed, like on all fours, feet and all, just creepy looking as fuck, coming through the goddamn yard, going back to the fucking shed. Gemini saw that shit. PT like, I told you. I fucking told you. We ain't doing this shit. So she reached out to the lawyer. She asked the lawyer, quick question. What happened to this family member? How did this family member die? The man said strangulation. What, so somebody came in and killed her? No, we think she hung herself. Was she hanging when y'all found her? No. Did she have a rope around her neck when y'all found her? No. So what the fuck make y'all think she hung herself? Because she died from, asphyxiation, and you can't suffocate yourself. Right? So how the fuck do y'all assume the lady goddamn just hung herself? Ain't no rope. What, was a rope hanging from inside the house somewhere? No. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. No Help Ass Attorney. I greatly appreciate it. I never call your useless ass again. And she hung up the phone. Then she got into the phone book. She got to figure out something. I got to figure out something. I got to do something. This shit is crazy. You cannot live like this. She reached out to several like paranormal type people in the area. Everybody was like, they ain't want to take it up. We're busy. We're booked. So many people trying to get in touch with us. Whatever. She reached out to several churches. All the churches was on the same old shit. If you ain't a part of the church, we can't help you. What the fuck? What the fuck am I to do? So one night she's sitting in the house watching TV, and a little infomercial comes on about motherfuckers that can read your mind and psychics and shit like that. So she decided to just call this motherfucking person. She reaches out to this little hotline and she talks to somebody. And so funny that the bitch she spoke with told her she had something in her fucking house. She's like, you got something in your house, you need to get rid of it. Before Gemini can say anything to this lady instantly got on the fucking phone and she says, you're having problems at your house. It's something in your house. It's something bad in your house. Like before Gemini can say a fucking word, mouth dropping. Like this fish. Like what do I do? What do I do about what's in my house? And the lady was like, you need to reach out to somebody. I tried reaching out to people. There's nobody that can help me. The lady asked where she was located. She told her where she was. Okay, I'm gonna try to, look up. I'm trying to, figure out. I think I know some people or some shit. She got her personal number and everything. Like the lady was scared for Gemini. Like whatever the fuck she felt or saw scared the fuck out of her enough to where she gave her personal cell number to Gemini, and so they could talk. And she ended up reaching out to somebody. She found somebody in the area. Well, not so much as in the area, but somebody that was willing to drive like 2 hours to get there. She found them. These people came into the house, seen that she had something in the house, to pick the shit up. Time they drove onto the property, that something was in the fucking house. They went into the house and they cleansed the house. But it took 3 cleansings of the house, the shed, and the land before they was able to get this shit up out of the house. Like they had to do 3 cleansings. And she said after every cleansing, it got worse. Like after the first cleansing, the shit got worse. And after the second cleansing, it got even worse. She like that third cleansing knocked everything out. And they ain't had no more problems on their land no more. They ain't had no more sightings of the dead woman, none of that shit. But it took 3 fucking cleansings to get that shit gone. And they had 2.5 acres of land, y'all. Do you know how long it'll take to smudge and cleanse and bless that land? We ain't talking about the house and the shed. We talking about just the land alone. That shit like an all-day fucking job. Like 2-day job. Like, thank you, Evelyn. But they cleansed it, and after that third cleansing, I guess whatever was fighting to be there gave up the fight and decided to, move the hell on. And they haven't had any more problems out of that house or any other spirits or entities or dead people showing up on the land. And they've been living in that house now for 4.5 years. So that's you guys' first story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, go over and tip your auntie, and meet me back here in 2 minutes to start the second story of the night. And as of right now, Nisa is in the topic, or the biggest tipper with $20. Honey, I don't know. I could have swore I was just tripping that day because I looked over like I ain't got my story time though closed all the way. It's just like cracked by like this much. And the rest of the house was like dark. And it was like while I was telling y'all the story, I like looked over at the door and I could have sworn I seen a face like peeking through the door, but it was like at the very top of the door. This one like right by the light switch. This shit was like at the very top of the fucking door. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. I just put my head down and I kept talking to y'all. And then I looked over again and I didn't see shit. So maybe I'm a little wonky. Maybe I'm a little creeped out by everything that's going on. So maybe I'm tripping, but yeah. Florida water. It is. It can also be used as like sage and palo santo. That it can be used like that, but it's like Florida water. And instead of like having a blessing, do all that with the, feather and stuff like that, you just put the water down, and it's almost like holy water for evil areas. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So yeah. But yes, I have been studying. I have been studying my tarot cards. I've been reading up on everything I need to read up on. I've been dealing with my crystals, all that stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of protection. I got my crystals and stuff set up around the house. I got my sage. I got everything. So yeah, but yeah, it's okay, Nikita. My auntie, I got my auntie. She's around. Please believe she's around. So she got my back. She in here. She got my back. But yeah, now it's time to ground yourself. I know, right? Okay, guys. So yeah, and it's time for the second story of the night. So go ahead and give me those thumbs if you are ready for the second story of the night. I see y'all still ain't closing the door. If y'all don't get y'all tails up and close the door, we're gonna have some issues. We're gonna have some issues. Some real big issues. Issues. Close the door. We're gonna have some real big issues. Y'all don't close the door. Okay, Gemini, get you some water. Try not to drink it fast. Sip it. Because if you drink big gulps, you're gonna throw up. So sip it. Just enough to wet your tongue in your throat. Don't go bananas on it. Yeah, my auntie passed. I told everybody she passed. Y'all know I was out of commission for a few days. I ain't do story time for a few days behind it. But she here. She around. I know she around. I can tell she around. I can smell she around. I can walk in certain areas of my house and I can smell the perfume she used to wear when I was a little girl. So, she here, she around. God damn, Quan, that was fast. You already put on your criminal tree. Because that's how he spelled it. Don't get mad at me for the way I said it. It's the way it's spelled. You done already put on your criminal tree. What about Thanksgiving? Damn, just fuck Thanksgiving, huh? We just going straight to Christmas. Sad. Y'all ain't closing the door, giving them thumbs. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. It's okay, Nikita. I've learned. I've dealt with it. I've coped and grieved and everything. So it's okay. Thank you for the condolences, though. Somebody say get peppermint sticks at work. All right. So our second story has Tasha and Chastain. Tasha and Chastain, this is their story. Chastain, you still here? I need to enjoy our Christmas tree for as long as possible. I got a snowed Christmas tree. Our Christmas tree already got snow on it. It big as hell, so I think it's like 11 feet. But mine still is big in the living room, so we do that. Yes. And Tasha, I don't see Tasha in here. Well, this is you guys' story. Like to hear, here it goes. So, Chastain, grandmother has always lived in the same house. I think all of us can pretty much say that we all got that grandma that been in the same spot since we could remember, since we were little kids. That's how Chastain grandma was. She always was in the same house ever since Chastain was a baby girl. When Chastain was born, her grandma was living in that house. So she has always been in that house, honey. And her neighbor, Miss Tasha, they have always been the best of friends. They have always clicked up. So anytime that Chastain has ever came over her grandma's house, they would just spoil her. Like Miss Tasha would bring popsicles and all kind of snacks and shit. And Chastain pretty much started calling her the snack lady. When she was little, she would call her the snack lady because she always had peppermint and chips and drinks and juices. She would always give Chastain and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So Chastain was in love. That was the snack lady. Every time she came over to see her grandma, she had to go see Miss Tasha too, because that's the snack lady. I gotta go check on Miss Tasha too. And it went on like this for years. She would come over to see her grandma and Miss Tasha would be there. Every time she knock on the door, Miss Tasha would be like, that was my special girl. And she'll give her a hug. He go baby some snacks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So she always loved going over her grandma's house because her grandma and Miss Tasha always spoiled her. So Tasha got, Chastain got older and older. She had her first child, and she was super excited about that. And life went on. And maybe like 5 years after she had her daughter, her grandma passed, which she took really hard because she was so close to her grandma. Even as she got older, she was still close to her grandma. She would come get her grandma, take her to the grocery store, whatever her grandma needed, she'd call her, and Chastain would get up out of her bed to take her grandma wherever she needed to go. When her grandma was sick in the middle of the night, Chastain got up out of her bed, go over there and get her grandma, fuck calling the ambulance, I'm coming to get her. And will take her and will sit and stay with her in the hospital. They were really close. You would ever say that was Chastain's mama, they were so close. So when her grandma passed, it hit hard. It hit really hard for Chastain, and it hit way hard for Tasha. So, of course, because Miss Tasha was old, Chastain went in. Hold on, y'all. I can't do this. Okay. I couldn't keep that door cracked like that. That shit was going to creep me out. But, so she felt, really upset about what happened. And, Miss Tasha's old and everything. So she reached out to Miss Tasha and she was like, thank you, my Nisa. She reached out to Miss Tasha. She was like, since my grandma passed, I know you probably won't have to wait till the funeral. Did you want to go to the funeral? And Tasha was like, yeah, I want to go. I want to go say goodbye to my friend. And, Chastain and her daughter was in the car. She went over there and she got Miss Tasha from her house. She put Tasha in the car and they went to the funeral and, the service and everything. Tasha took it really fucking hard. Like she was boo-hooing. Like blood couldn't have made her and Chastain grandma any closer. Like they were sisters. They had been living next door to each other for over 30 some odd years. So they was real close. So it was fucking Miss Tasha up. She was really fucked up. And, they went to the service and everything. And after everything was over with, Chastain took Miss Tasha out to eat and they ate. And she took Tasha back to the house and she told Tasha, I got to come over here and clean out, my grandma's house. I got to clean all her stuff out. So when I come over, me and my baby will come over and I'll bring her over so you can give her snacks like you used to do me. And you can spend time with her, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like your grandbaby too, so you can spend time with her while I'm cleaning out my grandma's house. And, of course, Tasha was saying, but she looked at Chastain like, I like that. I really like that. So Chastain like, it's a deal. That's what we're going to do. So she helped Tasha out of the car, helped Tasha step to her house. And when she got in the house, she told her, lock the door. I'm not leaving until you lock the door. So Tasha closed the door and Chastain heard the door click. So she left. The next day she came over and she got there probably like 9 o'clock in the morning, her and the baby. And she knocked on Tasha's door. Tasha didn't come to the door. So she's like, okay, maybe she's still asleep. So she goes over to her grandma's house and start cleaning out her grandma's house. The baby running around the house, just playing and shit. So when Chastain makes it off into the kitchen area, cleaning up the kitchen area, her baby come in and she's like, Mama. And Chastain turns around and her baby standing there with a popsicle in her hand. And she's like, where you get that from? And her baby like, the lady gave it to me. And Chastain was like, oh, her name is Tasha. She got all the snacks. Her name is Miss Tasha, okay? And she's like, okay. And she ran on out the kitchen eating her popsicle. So, Chastain kept cleaning up. And baby run back in again. She got a bag of Doritos. Like, what the hell? Where you get that from? Just to see if her baby remembered. Her baby like, Miss Tasha gave it to me. She's like, yup, Miss Tasha gave it to you. That day when she got ready to leave, probably like 8 o'clock that night because she had been there for a while. She got ready to leave. She knocked on top of Miss Tasha's door, but Miss Tasha didn't come to the door, so she figured she probably dead, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna bother her. This went on for 5 days straight, Monday through Friday. She came over there to clean up the house more and more because she was doing it by herself. So she came to clean up the house more and more, and every day her baby would show up with candy and blow pops and chips and ice creams and juices and all kind of shit. And, it just warmed Chastain's heart because it reminded her of how Miss Tasha used to be towards her. So she never did say nothing, baby just enjoyed it. So by Friday, Tasha was done cleaning out the house. She had got everything out. She was doing the last little bit, like wiping down and sweeping the floors and all that stuff. So she get done cleaning it up. It's probably like 6 o'clock. So she picks up her baby. She locks the door. She goes over. She want to tell Tasha, I'm leaving. If you ever need me, just call me. I'll come. She goes over and she knocks on Tasha's door. When she knocks on the door just opens a little bit. And when the door opens, she like, Tasha, and she pushed the door open. And then this awful, overwhelming smell hits her in the face. She's like, oh my God. So she's like, Tasha. She takes a few steps into the house, but the smell is so overwhelming. She can't. She turned around. She came back out the house. She called the police. The police come in. They go inside the house. They find Tasha on the floor in the kitchen. Just laying there in the clothes she had on at the funeral. So they come out and they let her know, she's gone. She passed, almost from what we see, like she passed almost a week and a half ago. And Chastain was floored. No, she wasn't, because that lady been giving my baby snacks all fucking week. Like, no, she has not. That lady did not die over a fucking week ago. This hadn't happened like today. And the police is like, no, based on how she looks, the smell, she didn't die today. She's been dead. Like, no, that's fucking impossible. That lady has not been dead. She couldn't have. They bring Tasha out, and sure as shit, Tasha still has on the funeral clothes from going to Chastain grandma's funeral. She still had the outfit on. So they figured she passed out or just had a heart attack or something and died right there on the floor when she got home from the funeral. But Chastain like, that's fucking impossible. My baby been having ice cream, she been having chips, and every time I asked her who she got it from, she said she got it from Miss Tasha. Miss Tasha could have died 5 days ago. The police was like, yeah, you want to see her? And she was like, no, I'm fine. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So they told her, you got to, this lady, you need to identify her. You need to let us know if that's who we, it's really who it is. She didn't want to do it. She got up and she went over there anyway. And sure as shit, it was Tasha. And she looked like she had been dead for a while. The pearls that she wore to the funeral had indented in her skin. Like, they had to basically peel that shit out of her neck. It had been indented in her skin. It had been there for so long. Shit floored Chastain. She couldn't believe it. She like, yeah, that's Tasha. She walked away. She went and sat on the curb. She was crying about that shit. Like, how the fuck do I lose my grandma and my almost, kind of grandma, my second grandma a week later? Like, how the fuck is that possible? She was heartbroken. She was crying. And her baby walks over. And she put her arm around her. Because you know how 5-year-olds, they all want to comfort you. You know what I'm saying? So she put her arm around and everything. She's like, Mom, it's going to be okay. And she wiping, Chastain's face. But Chastain was just crying. She was like, Mama, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, my sweet girl. Chastain, stop. And she looked at her baby. And she said, what you say? And she said, it's going to be okay, my sweet girl. And Chastain know the only people that ever call her my sweet girl was Miss Tasha and her grandma. So how could my 5-year-old daughter know this? So she's standing there looking at her baby. And her baby's just looking at her like it's okay. Like wiping the tears from her face. And Chastain is like in shock. She's just looking at the baby. The baby's like wiping her face and shit. It's okay, my sweet girl. It's okay. So Chastain asked her, she said, who told you that? Who told you to say that? And she said, Miss Tasha. Huh? She said, Miss Tasha told me to say that. She said, it's okay, my sweet girl. So she asked her baby, like, when you talk to Tasha? She said, Tasha here. Huh? She said, where's she at? Her baby pointed. She pointed at the house. But when Chastain looked, in between the houses, between her grandma's house and Tasha's house, stood her grandma and Tasha. And they were holding hands. Miss Tasha had on the exact same fucking thing she died in. Her grandma had on the exact same thing they buried her in. And they were standing there and they was holding hands and they were waving with smiles on their face. And her daughter's just waving back like, see, mama? That go Miss Tasha. See? She was pointing. She was all happy. She was waving. And Chastain stood up like she couldn't believe that shit. She stood up and she bucked her eyes like, make sure I ain't tripping. And she stared and she could see like her grandma and Miss Tasha like smiling warm smiles on their face, waving. And in her head, she said she heard, "It's okay, my sweet girl." She heard that shit in her head. Like she heard it as if somebody was standing right next to her and whispered that shit in her ear. And she was just like, chills went all over her body. She said she watched Tasha and her grandma turn around and walk away, holding hands together. She said that the coroner report and everything said that Tasha had a heart attack. She had a massive heart attack. Chastain felt like she died of a broken heart. Chastain felt like because her grandma was like so close to this lady, they were so close to each other that the lady died of a broken heart. To see her best friend, her sister, the only person, you know what I'm saying, she's been around for 30 some odd years, that was close to her, that looked out for her, that loved her. She felt like Tasha died of a broken heart from her grandma dying. And she couldn't believe that shit. She just watched them like walk into the sun, like the sun was shining, and she watched them walk into the sun. And when it gets to that point where you can't really look because it's hurting your eyes, they were gone. They just gone. And her baby was still waving like, "Bye, bye, Miss Tasha, bye, bye." And Chastain just picked up her baby, and her baby said, "It's okay, my sweet girl. It's okay, my sweet girl." Her baby called her "my sweet girl" for 3 years strong till she was 8 years old. She said, "My sweet girl." Every time Tasha, every time Chastain would get upset, or every time Chastain would get sad, or depressed, whatever the case may be, her baby would show up out of nowhere. Her baby could be in her room playing with her toys. If Chastain was in the living room sad, she got head down, she got sad about something, her baby would walk in there, lift her head up, and wipe her face. "It's okay, my sweet girl." And that's what she called her. She didn't even call her mama when she did this type of shit. She would call her "my sweet girl" and would wipe the tears from her face. That shit went on for 3 years. 3 whole years. After this baby turned 8 years old, she didn't, call her sweet girl no more. If Chastain was sad, she didn't even come in the room and really bother her. She was back to being a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't my business. I'm going outside to play. But before that, those 3 years strong. No matter where these kids was in the fucking house, no matter where Chastain was in the goddamn house, this baby would manage to find Chastain crying at her lowest to lift her head up and wipe her face and be like, "It's okay, my sweet girl." That went on 3 years. Your baby called you mama for 5 years strong, and then out of the blue, she calls you "my sweet girl" every time you get sad. Every time. She don't say, "It's okay, mama." She says, "It's okay, my sweet girl." Yeah. 3 years strong. That happened. So, Chastain feels like Miss Tasha and her grandma is always there. Every time she feels sad, every time she feels depressed or angry, she always can hear in her head, "It's okay, my sweet girl." She's been okay ever since. So, that was you guys' second story. This is your brief intermission where you can go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses. Thank you, Chastain. And we'll be back here in 2 minutes for the last story of the night. Yes. Nisa still in the running for the biggest tipper with 20 bones. Let me go feel sad so I can see. You're so silly. Thank you, Jersey. Thank you, Miss D. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you for the compliments, ladies. Well, All right, guys. Y'all got 1 more minute before I start the last story, so hurry up, pop some popcorn, get your hand back over here. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Thank you, Slicky. I should pull the shades down a little bit. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to go in here and let Uncle tell him it is a such thing as like fruit flavored tampons, so he won't be mad at me forever. I'm like, baby, it's real. I was just lying. I was just talking shit. You know, like, for real. I'm like, for real. And just hope you never say that shit in public again. Okay. Y'all ready for the last one? Are y'all ready for the last one? Y'all ready for the last one? Well, I'm glad you was able to go release yourself. Everything on Amazon. See, find one. Find one with Suki. I did. I got crystals in all 4 corners of my house. And the storage time room is a quarter so of the house. So yeah, I got them at Gemini. I got them at all 4 quarters of the house. Oh, I know, right? I know, right? I'm gonna find one on Amazon. Then maybe he can. Thank you, Suki. That way he won't be pissed off for too long. Okay, guys. Y'all done gave it a thought. Y'all ain't ready? Y'all ready? Are we ready? No? Yes? Can I get the thumbs? Can y'all close the door? Can y'all let me know if y'all ready? Like, they got everything. They do. Amazon got everything. I might be able to find something. You can't be mad at me, Phil. All right, guys. So the last story of the night has Miss D and Evelyn. Miss D and Evelyn. You ladies here? I see Evelyn. I see Miss D. All righty. Look, she's about to took my ass to Amazon. Ain't no such damn thing. I was down. Oh, damn, look at that one going out the window. Now, what the fuck you know that? Oh my goodness. Nigga, somebody, what the fuck you know that? Shh, look at shh. Okay, he's right. Oh, never mind. Shut up, Nino. All right, guys. Here we go with the last story of the night, guys. So the last story of the night has Miss D and Evelyn in it. Miss D and Evelyn, this is you guys' story. So Evelyn would keep Miss D. Evelyn would keep Miss D over the summertime. Miss D was her granddaughter. She would keep her over the summertime. And she decided because every time she came over every summer that she wanted to make a room that was for Miss D, you know, her own little area and everything. So she got this room. She got a room that was in the house that used to be a guest room. She put like kids type stuff in it for Miss D. You know, she did this the whole time, you know, like over the school year, you know, piece by piece. And by summertime, you know, she would have it ready for Miss D. So she got everything she pretty much needed. She looking around the room. She like, you know what? She need a cabinet. She need like a cabinet she could put her clothes and stuff in. You know, because there wasn't no closet in this room. So she need a cabinet to put like her clothes and stuff in. So, you know, she goes and she finds a cabinet. One of her friends said her homegirl was trying to get rid of a cabinet. And, you know, she can get out. So she reached out to the lady. The lady told her she's going to sell her the cabinet for $150. Like a regular little cabinet, like something you would find in, not like a locker room, but like, shit. Like in the army, you know, they got them little cabinets, you know, little cabinet, like, you know, fucking cabinet. But anyway, she goes and, you know, she purchases it from the lady, and the lady had it sent over her grandson, brings it over on the truck. She gets it, she puts it off into Miss D's room, and she stands there and she looks at it and she's like, okay, now everything is complete here. Got like a month and a half before Miss D comes, so she got everything set up. Now, Evelyn would notice some nights she would hear knocking coming from the cabinet. She would see the cabinet doors open and move on their own, but she chalked all that up to the floor must be uneven on that right there. And that's why the door keeps swinging like that. You know what I'm saying? She never thought anything of it. She would just go back in the room and close the fucking door. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward to a month and a half, it's summertime. Miss D is happy to be there. I'm here. It was like, baby, look, I got your room. Look at your room. She take Miss D in there. Miss D looking around like, oh my God, it's so pretty. Thank you. You know, she like, I got you this cabinet. She opened up the cabinet. She like, you put your little clothes, you hang clothes and stuff up in here. I got your dresser so you can fold this stuff. So she was showing her everything. And, you know, of course, this D was very appreciative. Thank you, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Everything was all good. Miss D goes over there every summer, so she had friends over that area. So she wasn't really giving a shit about the room. She was just ready to get outside and see her friends. So everybody gone on outside, have fun, you know, be back in the house at the time you're supposed to be in. Okay, cool. 8 o'clock rolls around. Miss D comes in the house, you know, dinner's already ready. Evelyn tell her to wash her hands, wash up for dinner. So she wash her hands and stuff. She come down, they eat dinner, they watch TV, and it's time to bed. So Evelyn goes to get in her bed, but before she go get in her bed, she makes sure Miss D is in her bed, tuck her in real good. You know what I'm saying? And she goes on to get in her bed. In the middle of the night, she's woken up by Miss D. Miss D is standing on her side of the bed. Grandma. And she wakes up like, what? There's somebody knocking on my cabinet. Somebody knocking on it. There's nobody knocking on the baby. It's okay. Oh, I heard somebody knocking on the cabinet. It's nobody knocking on the baby. They used to do that before you came here. It's nobody knocking on the cabinet. Because that flow uneven, you know, it sounds like it's knocking because the door is kind of shaking, but it's not knocking. Grandma, yes, it is. It's nobody knocking on that. Come on. She gets up. She walks her back in now. Miss D looking at the cabinet all crazy. She's like, I'm telling you. She opens up the cabinet. She's like, see? Ain't nobody in here. There's nobody knocking on this cabinet. See? She closed the cabinet doors back. She put Miss D in the bed. She told her, go ahead and get you some rest. I see you in the morning. The next night, the exact same shit. Grandma, somebody knocking on the cabinet. This goes on for almost a week of her waking up, taking this girl back to the damn bed, opening up this cabinet to show her nobody's in the fucking cabinet. It's going on for almost a week. And Miss D is getting to the point where she's getting frustrated because, like, Evelyn's not leaving her. Evelyn's like, you know, it's nothing, you're okay, it's just the floor. But Miss D knows it's not just the goddamn floor, it's something going on with this fucking cabinet. But she's, you know, she leaves it alone because it's seeming like it's starting to irritate Evelyn. So Miss D don't say nothing else about it. So she sits there for a whole other week dealing with it. The whole night. The entire night. This girl can't sleep. She wakes up in the morning, her eyes are hurt. She tired as hell. She falls asleep at the table. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? You okay? She's like, I'm fine, Grandma, I'm okay. Well, why you look so tired? She's like, because of nothing. I'm just tired. It's okay. Can I go outside? She's like, yeah, go outside. So Miss D go on outside. She don't run like she normally do. She drags slowly. Like she's tired as shit. She goes on outside. Starts to make Evelyn wonder, is something really going on with this fucking cabinet? Like she's starting to act like there's something might really be going on with this goddamn cabinet. So she gets up, she goes into the room, she looks at the cabinet, she opens the door, she looks on the inside, and none of them are closed. She moves the clothes around and nothing. Fuck is going on with this cabinet? The girl can't sleep, she can't figure this shit out. Nothing's going on in the cabinet from what she can see. She closes the cabinet door. The day goes on. Miss D gets to the door to come in the house. She telling her friends, bye, see y'all tomorrow. Time she opens the door to come in, it's like, hey, Grandma. What's wrong? Damn, you just had me on the porch. Nothing. You want to sleep with me tonight? Yes. Can I sleep with you tonight? Yeah, you can sleep with me tonight. Oh my, yes, I want to sleep with you. I'm going to go put on my pajamas and everything right now. Like she was feeling like, oh my God, I'm going to finally get some fucking rest in this goddamn house. So she runs, upstairs and changes clothes. I'm going to get in the bed. Everyone's like, okay. So everyone cuts off everything downstairs. She goes upstairs and goes and get in the bed. She get in the bed with Miss D, and they go to sleep. She puts her back and her Miss D sleep back to back. So you know what I'm saying? She goes on to sleep. She's woken up to what sounds like humming. She hears it. It just won't stop, so it wakes her up. She opens like one eye, and she looks, and she sees somebody standing in the fucking hallway. Just right in front of the door with their back turned to her. You know what I'm saying? Like they facing the hallway, but the back turned to her. So she like, did get in the bed. Like, get in the bed. There's nothing going on. Get in the bed. The humming get louder. D, get in the damn bed. Like, I'm tired. I don't have time to play with you. Get in the bed. And she sees this person just walked off. So she throws the cover back. She gets up. She walks down the hallway, like going off. She can see, the person turning into Miss D room and everything. And she going off. Didn't I tell you, get your ass in the bed, making all that noise? I can't sleep. The door slams behind the person that goes in the room. She come down, and you slamming fucking doors? Oh, yeah. Oh, you won't be coming back here no more. Miss D pushes the damn door open, and she sees a person walking and walk right into the cabinet, and the doors slam behind them. But in the bed, she also sees somebody in the fucking bed. The fuck? Miss D. So she walks over, looks at the bed, and she realized Miss D is back in the bed, back in her own bed. Okay? So she goes over to the damn closet, and she snatches open the cabinet doors. She don't see shit in there. She moved clothes around. She knows she saw somebody walk in there like kid size, but she don't see nobody in there when she moved the clothes around. She closed the door back. She closed the door back. Loud as shit, banging. She can see the doors jumping like this. I'm talking about jumping hard, loud as shit. She stops up her ears. All of a sudden, she feels the hit behind her. She look back, and it's Miss D. And she like, you hear it. You hear it. You hear it, huh? And she just got her ears stopped up. She's like, what the fuck? And, the door's just shaking. And Miss D like, I told you. So she just grabs D and she runs out the fucking room. She closed the door behind her, ran into her bedroom, closed her door, locked that door, and they get in the bed. And Miss D like, you saw it. You heard it. Didn't you? I told you. I've been telling you. She just started crying. I've been telling you for weeks. It was going on. You thought I was lying. All Evelyn could do was grab and hug. Right, and apologize. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't believe you. I'm so sorry. Like, she was crying hard as shit. She finally felt like, oh my God, you saw this shit and I'm not tripping like you've been thinking I was tripping. So, Evelyn couldn't sleep at all that night. She was just like, whoa, like, this shit's crazy. So she stayed up the whole night. And, D slept in the bed. When it got like maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, she jumps on the phone. She calls her homegirl. Hey, bitch, wake your ass up. Whatever you need, I can sell some bitch, pop it. Because I need you to get your ass up right quick. So her homegirl was like, what's going on? What's going on? And she like, I need your friend number. I need her number. Your friend who cabinet, I need her fucking number. Like, I need her number. And of course her friend like, why? What's going on? She's like, I need her number. I don't need to talk about it. I need her number. So the friend like, hold on. She gave, Evelyn a number. So Evelyn waited probably like 30 minutes, try to give the lady time to get up, you know what I'm saying? 9 o'clock on the dot hit, she was dialing the number. Phone rung a few times, went to voicemail. She hung that shit up, called back. Phone rung, and then finally somebody picks up. Hello? Hey, how you doing? You the lady that sold the cabinet, right? And she like, yes, what's wrong? She like, something's wrong with that cabinet. Huh? So now the lady, I guess the lady was asleep, but now she's waking up to try to understand what the fuck is going on. So she's like, huh? So instantly, like Evelyn just spills everything that done happened since she got the fucking cabinet. Everything that's been going on from the time she got it, the doors swinging open and closed and knocking on the phone to the time that Miss D got there and started telling her all the shit that was going on up until the night that she saw this goddamn child walk into the fucking, cabinet. And the lady on the phone is like, are you serious? Are you serious? And she's like, yes, I'm fucking serious. Like, this cabinet is fucking haunted. And the lady was like, oh my God. And she's like, what the fuck happened to the cabinet? Like, what is going on? And the lady tells her. She says, my grandson. She said, I had 2 grandsons. She said, they used to come over and, that cabinet used to be in the garage because my husband used to keep his tools and stuff in it. She was like, my grandsons used to come over and they would play all the time out in the yard, their little friends and stuff. And she said one day they decided to play hide and seek. She said, so, she was in the house and the kids was outside playing. She didn't think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? Just let them play. She said when it started to get dark, she went outside to call for her grandkids to come in. She said one of her grandkids came and he told me, we still looking for, let's just call him Joshua. We still looking for Joshua. And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, we've been looking for him for a long time. Like, we've been playing hide and go seek, and we've been looking for Joshua for a long, long time before it got dark, and we can't find Joshua. So she's like, why didn't you come to the house and say something? He's like, because we're playing the game, we just can't find him. So, of course, she's, where did you see him run? He ran into the garage. We checked the garage, but we ain't see him. So she said she went in and she checked, the garage and everything, and she didn't see him. She said she checked the car that her husband was working on. He went inside the car. She said she even popped the trunk of the car. He went inside the trunk of the car. She said right when she got ready to walk out the garage, something told her to check the goddamn cabinet. She said because she wasn't thinking to check the fucking cabinet. Because, it never dawned on her to check it, but just to be sure, to make sure I checked everything in the garage, she said she went over to check the cabinet. She said before she got ready to check the cabinet, she felt like he wasn't in there because the cabinet was locked. The way the husband had the cabinet set up was it had a latch lock on it. You know what I'm saying? Like a latch lock and just slide and latch and, you can't get it open. So she was like, I felt like, he wouldn't possibly be in there because it was locked. He wouldn't have been able to get in and lock himself. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, I really, really felt like he was not in there, but just to make sure I covered all my grounds before I called the police, I checked the cabinet. She opened up the cabinet and the baby fell out the cabinet. He was blue. He was clammy. He was sweaty. You know what I'm saying? She called the ambulance and everything, but he suffocated in that fucking cabinet. Like he was in there for hours and there was no air to breathe. That baby suffocated in the cabinet. And of course that shit really hit Evelyn. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, but I've seen your grandson. And the lady was like, you couldn't have seen my grandson, you know what I'm saying? But when she described the child she saw, the lady was like, you really, she knew from the description. Evelyn had never seen this lady grandchild before. Never in her fucking life seen this lady grandchild. But after giving that lady the description of what she saw, the lady begged Evelyn to bring it back. She's like, bring it back. I want it back. Please. Please. That's the only thing I have, for my grandson. I didn't know that he was attached to it. I didn't know he was hunting it, but I would prefer him be here around family so he can see family. He won't be scared. And she begged Evelyn. She even paid Evelyn double what she paid for it to get it back. She wanted it back. I don't give a fuck how much I got to pay for it. I want it back now. And Evelyn was more than welcome to oblige her ass. Baby, send your grandson. Send your grandson right on over here. I'll dump that shit right off in your truck. Send him on over here. And the lady was so happy. She was like, oh my God, okay, thank you. Send him over there right now. And she got off the phone and, Evelyn stayed in her bedroom with her door locked with Miss D until the dude knocked on the door. And when he knocked on the door, she ran out that room so goddamn fast and opened the door. He like, yeah, I'm here to pick. She said upstairs, first room on the right. Go ahead. He was like, okay. He grabbed his little dolly and he came on in the house and he got the fucking cabinet. He like, it's closed in here. She ran there and grabbed that shit in one fell swoop. Knocked everything out that cabinet. Here you go. It's clean. You can get it now. He put that shit on the dolly to go back downstairs, put it in his trunk. She ain't have no more knocking sounds, no more creepy people walking through the fucking house. All that shit ceased when the cabinet left. That lady begged for that cabinet back. I ain't never seen anybody beg for something hunted back, but she wanted that shit back. I would be at fear that this child will show up in the most inopportune times and scare me into a fucking heart attack, but she wanted it there. She said that if her grandson was going to be hunting that fucking cabinet, she would prefer him be around family so he would at least know the people and won't, scare them or try to hurt them or anything. He would see that he's still with his family. So she wanted the motherfucking cabinet back. And she gave that cabinet right on back to her ass with no hesitation. Got it right back, got double her money, and her and Miss D was cool for the rest of the summer. No problems. She slept like a baby in that goddamn room. No problems. It was the fucking cabinet. And the lady wanted the cabinet back. She wanted to have her grandson at her house, so why take it from her? Give it to her. And that's what they did. So, yeah. So, there you go, guys. That was the last story of the night. Thank you so much for joining me for story time. I hope you guys enjoyed all the stories tonight. I appreciate you guys being here with me. I love you guys. You guys are my family. Thank you for supporting. I would like for all my family members to subscribe. I know y'all follow me, but please subscribe as well so we can get them subscription numbers looking like decent people. Yeah, so it ain't gonna hurt. Just subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It don't kill y'all. Just subscribe to Auntie. But thank you so much for joining me for story time. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are my family. I love y'all the most. Nisa, you are the biggest tipper for tonight. So you will be at 3 back-to-back stories. Love, congratulations. To everybody else, y'all know my motto, stay safe, social distance, and don't slap the sleeves off a bitch until she earns it. Love you guys. Mwah. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And get ready for Thanksgiving because it's on the way. Eat good. Yes, yes.